All right. So, Marcus. Marcus is an IT manager at a logistic company with 200 staff. Every Monday morning, he opens three systems, pulls the ticket count from the help desk, checks the incident logs, opens the server monitoring dashboard, copies all of it into a Word document, formats it, writes a two-paragraph summary, emails it to his director. That is 90 minutes. 90 minutes before he has had coffee every single Monday, 47 times a year. Last quarter alone, that was 12 Mondays. That is 18 hours just on a report his director reads in 90 seconds. That is a mismatch. One afternoon, Marcus built an automation. Now the report lands in his director's inbox at 6 a.m. automatically. Marcus did not touch it, did not format it, did not write a single word of it. So today I'm going to show you exactly what Marcus built step by step so you can set up the same thing for your team. I am from Official Lab. We break down AI automation for IT professionals. So let's go ahead and build it. This is the automation for modules, runs every Monday at 6 a.m. automatically. So in plain English, first it reads your data from Google Sheet right here. Whatever numbers your team logged during the week. Second, it sends the data to an AI with a specific prompt, not a vague request, a structured instruction that tells the AI exactly what format to produce. Third, it emails the finished report to whoever needs to see it. No manual work, no formatting, no copy paste. The whole thing runs while you sleep. I will show you every part of the build, and then I will run it live so you can see the actual output. So what is the problem? Here is the situation this particular automation is going to solve for us. Most IT managers, like Marcus, they are pulling data from multiple places every week. Help desk ticket counts, incident logs, system uptime, change requests. It lives in different systems and someone, usually you, has to compile it. The manual version looks like this. Open system 1, copy the number, open the spreadsheet, paste it. Open system 2, repeat. Then write a summary paragraph, then format it, then send it. That is not work. That is data entry. And data entry is exactly what automation is for. For this demo, I'm using a Google Sheet as the data source. In your real setup, this could connect to your ticketing system, your monitoring tool, your incident log, whatever your team uses. The principle is identical. So let's go to the Google Sheet that we have here. This is the data source. I have 6 columns: week, open tickets, critical incidents, systems down, resolved this week, notes. Every Friday, or whenever your reporting cycle ends, someone on your team adds one row. Right here. That is the only manual step in this entire workflow. One row of data added once a week. I have 3 weeks of data here. The automation reads the most recent information and builds the report from it. You do not need to change the format of your existing spreadsheet. You can adapt the prompt I show you to work with whatever columns you already have. I will explain that when we get to the AI step. So let's go to the scenario, the automation. This is make.com. Now, it is a no-code automation platform. You connect apps by dragging and dropping. No coding required. They do have a free tier that is enough to run this scenario. I have a paid version. I pay monthly. I have quite a few of the scenarios that I run and automate. So here are 4 modules, and let me walk you through each one. Module 1. Module 1 is the schedule. Now, schedule is right here at the bottom, as you can see. And I can click on it. I can run a scenario, regular intervals, once, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. And then if it's regular intervals and I want to go and do something every 15 minutes, then it'll do it. I can increase it or decrease it. Okay. Or I can run it once and forget about it. Most of my scenarios or automation tools that I have built, I run it manually. Okay. Module 2 reads the data from the sheet I just showed you, which is right here. Okay. It reads the data. I have it set to pull the last 3 rows, the 3 most recent weeks. This gives the AI enough context to identify trends, not just report a single number. If your sheet has more columns or different column names, you change the range here. So let me pull it up really quickly. And The connection is to my company's Google Drive. Here's the drive. This is the folder, and this is the sheet. And this is the range of columns from A2 to F4. Let's go back here. A2 to F4. It captures everything here. Then I'm going to go to the drive here, and you can see this is my drive for the company, and this is the official lab automation. I have another pipeline for the content, and this is the sheet I have here, IT Health Data Demo, which is this sheet. Okay. Now, module 3 is the text aggregator, which is this one. And this actually gets the range of values from the source, which is Google Sheet. And you can see within the text, it reads column 1A, B, C, D, E, F. It captures all the data, the 3 rows the sheet returns, and combines them into one block of text. The AI needs to receive everything in a single message, so this step joins the rows together before passing them on. It is a small but a very important step. Without it, the AI would only see one row at a time and could not identify trends across. Module 4 is the HTTP. Now, within this HTTP, we are connecting to Claude API. Okay, and I can show this to you. This is Claude, and I have my keys set up here, and then here is the body content. The body input method is JSON string. I usually don't use data structure. I find it easy to write JSON and put it there. This is the most recent Claude version that I'm using. And so what usually happens is the module sends the data to Claude. And Claude, as many of you may already know, it's an AI model made by Anthropic. This is where the intelligence happens with a very specific prompt. So notice what this prompt does. It does not just say summarize this data. It tells the AI exactly what role it is playing. IT reporting assistant. It specifies the audience, which is director level. It defines the output format, status, 3 bullets, action required. And it tells the AI what green, amber, and red means, so the status is consistent every week. This particular prompt or exercise is called prompt engineering. The more specific your instructions, the more consistent and useful the output. A vague prompt gets a vague report. A specific prompt gets something you can actually send to your director. Now, if you want to learn more about prompt engineering, I do have a series, a playlist, which is called What the Fuck is AI? WTF is AI. And prompt engineering is a video. It's a 1.5-minute video that kind of gives you a high-level overview of what prompt engineering is with a very nice infographic. We spent a lot of time to create that. So do check it out. It is available on YouTube as well as on TikTok. Okay, now, all that said, the last module is Gmail. This one sends the report by email. It reads the text output from the Claude module and puts it in the email body. And you can see it is connected to the company's email here. I am sending it to my company's email. The subject is IT Health Brief, week off, and this parameter. This parameter is something that you have to map to. And I think sometimes this can be a little bit challenging when you initially start the automation journey, because you have to kind of see exactly where everything is at. So for example, my HTTP module here is bringing back the headers, and the headers is going to have the date right here. So I have to kind of go through. It's a pretty long list. Sometimes it can be taxing, but you do have to kind of find exactly where the information is hidden or sitting. So here's the header, the content that I want to send. And again, I'm trying to map, so I'm going to go up there. I want to get the data. And what type of data do I want to get? I want to get the data where we have some content. And so the content is going to be the text, because that's the text we are getting from module 2 or module 3 here, which is the text aggregator, right? So we want to get the text. That's what we want to put in here, in this field. And in a real setup, you would send this to your director, your team, whoever needs the weekly brief. For this demo, as I mentioned, I'm sending it to myself so you can exactly see what arrives. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this, and I'm going to run this scenario manually instead of waiting for Monday and scheduling it. And we will watch each module execute. You'll see it up here. The check marks is going to appear. And so it started. It's reading. and you can see the check mark started appearing. Each check mark means that the module completed successfully, schedule ran, Google Sheet pulled the data, text aggregator combined it, Claude processed it and generated the report, and Gmail sent the email. Now I will open my Gmail. So far there is nothing, but let's just refresh. And voila, you can see the email arrived. And the email, as you can see, it says week ending April 28, status is green. The help desk ticket decreased to 38 this week. And, system availability returned to 100% with no outage reported. All critical incidents from previous week have been resolved. And there is no action required on part of you. And this is something that, can go to your director automatically or your team. So this is what Marcus's director receives every Monday at 6 a.m. One paragraph, clear status, no question about what the numbers mean, no formatting required, no human involved in producing it. Now, I want to be straight with you about a few things. This demo uses a Google Sheet as the data source. Your real setup might pull from a ticketing system like a ServiceNow or Jira Service Manager, JSM. That connection exists in Make.com. You would replace the Google Sheets module with a module for your system. The rest of the scenario stays identical. Remember, the AI is not perfect. Occasionally, it will misread a number or phrase something awkwardly. You review the output before it goes to your director. That review takes 30 seconds, not 90 minutes. And the setup takes about 40-50 minutes the first time, not 5 minutes, not instantly. So 40-50 minutes of real work, but then it runs every Monday forever without you touching it. If you want to understand the AI concept behind what you just watched, what a prompt actually is, how APIs work, what makes an automation intelligent versus just mechanical, I do have a free cheat sheet in the description. 10 concepts, plain English, 1 page each, absolutely free. And if you want to dig deeper, there is a version with real workplace examples and 1 action step per concept. The field guide is $7. That link is also in the description. Now, next week, I will be building scenario 2, which is automated help desk ticket triage. Same tools, different problem. And if that is useful to you, subscribe. Subscribe so you do not miss it. It can be challenging sometimes, and this exercise right here is to kind of give you a brief overview. And once you're going to subscribe, you'll get the notification, and I'm going to be rolling out the videos to make sure that people get the help and get some kind of examples. I'm a visual learner, so when I see somebody else doing it, I learn a whole lot better. Drop a comment below. Tell me which part of your Monday morning or which part of the week you most want to automate. I read every reply. I thank you all for your time. Until next time, upward and onward.